I'm coach, I'm walking back to say, I'll be watching what Brown is doing. No, I'm sitting out fucking full short. You know what I'm saying? I am short. Well, I'm not that. Well, I'm technically 12. NBA player. I'm quite short. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that, man. You know, I mean, Napoleon Bonaparte was shorter than me. He's like a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? I'm a job coach, I'm welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We're up here. Look, listen, I was going to go out to Central to make a video for the video launch. I'm saying, someone do that. Get the air guitars out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I was watching Ted. You know Ted with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, man? Gotta tell you, man, Mila Kunis is good looking. Just said, I think she's like got some like European or like some Russian in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, man, you know, let's get the air guitars out for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, probably sing her a lullaby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my drama culture. Let me just break it down to you. I'm up here in London. London, bro. Browns in London, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so look, listen, the launch itself, right? I've just got to go do a video. The video is going to be the official launch, but I just wanted to do it somewhere like where it's going to be accessible for everyone, but people just want to know what the brand is about. Look, I had a great time pulling up to Excel Center to talk to the people inside the whole construction industry and just be able to talk to people about innovation, strategic planning when it comes to building homes, but also finding sustainable products when it comes to building a property or a house. So I had a great opportunity of speaking to entrepreneurs, business leaders, business owners, representatives for companies, and also the staff that was at Excel Center. So it was good. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to tell you is I am way more focused on now putting all the content into one platform on YouTube, which is going to be Jacob Brown Official. If you don't know, if you're just watching my video for the first time, I'm Sri Lankan. I'm from Southeast Asia. My family is from Southeast Asia. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Sri Lankan Tamil. You know what I'm saying? From Asia. So look, listen. This channel is accessible for everyone, man. I don't care where you are, what race you are, what religion you are, what color you are. You know, it's open for everyone. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to start the next process of the channel itself. I mean, it's great being out there and going. It's so good, you know what I'm saying, but I just want to be able to connect with my charm and culture and be able to put out some great content. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm sitting out with the notepad and I've got to write some things down, plan on how we're gonna just make this thing happen. Look, listen, let me just tell you, I think it's important to realize that it's a collective effort, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially like, throughout the past couple of months, I've been really getting encouraged by people in the Caribbean community, like Jamaicans I know, the people from Barbados and all around, dotted around, the Caribbean islands, right? Bumped into people from my past. I don't speak to a lot of people from my past, but I do speak with the Jamaican Caribbean culture, you know what I'm saying? And they've been good, man. They just come up and say, hey bro, we just watched some videos, bro. Like, we didn't expect you to put up after many years, like leaving the hometown and coming up and, just you know what I'm saying, like it's just good, you know what I'm saying. So I get the love from people from my past, but also when you're trying to start something, man, you're gonna get the support from strangers, you know what I'm saying, like people that don't know you, what you're shit and like, oh, you know what, hey man, we don't get it, but we're starting to get it, you know what I'm saying. So it's all good, but hey, once I got a schedule of the launch date and what is this launch, and I said over and over again, my chama culture, man. It's not like getting the ribbons out, cutting the ribbons, and doing a little kumbaya dance, like go around like a bunch of chairs, like one of those chair games that you play at the parties, running around the chairs and be like kumbaya, kumbaya. We're not doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put some content out, man. Like especially with Jacob Brown Official on the TikTok, right? Is to just talk about entrepreneurship, business, innovation, talk about strategic planning, strategic peak performance, like, you know what I'm saying, like just with the whole the tech boom that's happening right now with the AI, not the tech boom that's happening right now, I'm talking about the AI boom, and we got robotics, and just to look at things, to scope up things going around in the world, you know what I'm saying. So that's the first thing. The other thing I want to just look at real estate as well, you know what I'm saying. My chama culture, all I gotta tell you is that I've been spending a lot of time just thinking, what am I gonna do with the Brown Boy the Cure. So the mental health series is simple. I just want to be able to create an archive library of videos for my chama culture to talk about the holistic, part of health. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, listen. I've made a content where I talked about, hey, you know what? It's good having, prescribed medications or whoever from a GP or whoever, you know what I'm saying, from a psychiatrist, what I'm saying, but that's a short-term fix, you know what I'm saying. I mean, if you've got depression or anxiety, right, you might take tablets or whatnot, right, antidepressant for depression, right, that's good for a short-term fix, but a long-term, you know, route, a long-term, you know, progression, a long-term perspective, that's going to eat your insides and that's going to go that's going to make you go cuckoo, you know what I'm saying. So what my approach is to approach health, mental health in a holistic way. What I mean by that is approaching it in a conventional, unorthodox method, so that, you know, it could create a long-lasting effect. So I'm saying, I've been speaking to people from various communities when I'm, you know, waiting by a bus stop or when I just go to these conferences or just, you know, out there in public and to get their opinions. And what they're telling me is that, like, they know people that's been dependent on antidepressant, dependent on meds that they don't need, you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, if you do know these companies or these GPs, doctors, you're going to say, you know what, I've got, you know, a sore throat. But what kind of sore throat do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can get sore throat from numerous things, you know what I'm saying, but they prescribe you one type of medication because that's like generalizing a diagnosis, you know what I'm saying, with any other diagnosis. So just got to look into that and study what is possible. But my process of making my trauma culture understand, it's important to just look at just the health aspects. So approach, you know, health, like, you know, mental health with a holistic approach. So I'm saying, look, listen, like, you know, there's people getting diagnosed with shit they don't have, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like someone from a culture who comes from a war-torn country, right? Like, you know, I'm from, you know, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, like, you know, I'm Tamil, Sri Lanka Tamil, we had a civil war. So we had a civil war, the Tamil Tigers, the Liberation Tigers and Tamil Eelam, but there's people coming from, like, you know, countries like around the world, you know what I'm saying, where there's war-torn conflicts. I mean, like Syria or parts of the Middle East or parts of Africa, you know what I'm saying, anywhere, like, you know, parts of South America. I mean, there's a big chaos going on with, like, Maduro and the whole Venezuelan government, you know what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to tell you is the whole, you know, the reason why I'm making this video is because there are people out there in society who's getting diagnosed with shit they don't have, you know what I'm saying. It's just trauma, and I think a lot of time, you know, people can't access solutions to free themselves out of trauma, you know what I'm saying? I think the whole notion of, hey, you know what, this is possible through prescribed medication is a bunch of bollocks, you know what I'm saying? I think you can cure yourself. I mean, look at, you know, Caribbean culture, look at, you know, the herbology. I'm not talking about cannabis or marriage aid or marriage aid, you know what I'm saying? But look at, you know, when if you chat to a Rastaman or Rastafarian, right, in Jamaica or parts of the Caribbean, right, you speak to them people, right, they say, oh, how do you cure this? How do you cure this? They're like, you know what, like, don't take medication, man. So I'm saying, well, one, like, you know, go out there and just, you know, eat good ass food, like, you know, fibrous, you know, organic food with, you know, vitamins and minerals. So I'm saying, that's what Caribbean or Jamaican Rasta would say. Like, don't be taking pills, brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't be taking pills, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, go out there and eat some good ass food. And there are foods that can help regulate your hormones, regulate your energy levels, and regulate your body, you know what I'm saying? So I've looked into, you know, cultures, like countries, and, you know, studied, because I wanted to be an archaeologist, you know what I'm saying? So I've studied into numerous things that, you know, different countries, cultures do, you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, the short-term fix, you know, antidepressant or whatnot is great, you know what I'm saying? But long-term perspective, you know, prescribing someone something for the rest of their life, I think, you know, some mental health, bipolar, you know, or some ADHD or some bullshit. It's a disaster waiting to happen, you know what I'm saying? Because ultimately these people is going to get dependent on a drug that they don't need, and they become dependent on that drug that's going to lead to other, you know, addiction problems, right? I mean, if you're addicted to antidepressant, you're going to end up taking another drug that's off the market out in the street, right? Because you're dependent, you know what I'm saying? So my approach to, you know, this Brown Boy The Cure, the health series, is just to acknowledge and, you know, raise awareness that, you know, the health industry need to really regulate people from, you know, being prescribed medication they shouldn't get, you know what I'm saying? If it's a short-term fix, why are you putting these people on prescription for life? That's like, you know, someone who hasn't committed a, you know, a murder or something, you know, put him in prison for life, you know what I'm saying? Without any early possibilities of parole, you know what I'm saying, from the American terms, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, so I'm going to be approaching this Brown Boy The Cure, the process of, like, holistic, you know, sustainable, like what I mean by sustainable is something that could just help long term, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the world needs to be sustainable, climate change and health, which I'm saying, that's what we're trying to do. So my trauma culture, man, that's me. I'm going to be sitting out here trying to sort this stuff out and get it going on. But, you know, shout out to this part of Vauxhall, I'm saying, Vauxhall Station. Yeah, bro, it's really mad cool, I'm saying, give me some time. But what I'm going to tell you, man, the channel itself, we're moving, progressing into the depths, because I want to, like, you know, be able to connect with my trauma culture in depth than just on a shallow surface level, which I'm saying. I mean, look, listen, there's people around us here, like, you know, walking around us, right? But I might not bump into all these people. But then again, like, you know, when time comes, like, you know, probably go out to a place and, you know, chat to people, educate them and educate myself and just collaborate, what I'm saying. And I want this channel, which is Brown Boy The Cure, to be just an educational channel, what I'm saying, and just, you know, have a guitar and stuff. But on my other platforms, we can be a little bit bold and a bit childish, what I'm saying. So, hey, peace out, man. Let's get it.